All right, welcome back to another video, and I want to talk a little bit about our weather pattern, which it's been pretty. I mean, other than some mesoscale severe weather events, it's been pretty quiet on the significant severe weather side of things, for the most part, at least. So let's talk about our actual pattern that we're in right now, which right now we are in a omega block pattern, which you have a low pressure off towards the west, and then you have another low pressure off towards east. And then you have a ridge, which is this high pressure in the middle here. And that is basically creates the omega block pattern because your jet stream is getting bent around. So you get your jet stream that's getting bent down like this. And then that yeah. And then your jet stream gets bent up towards the north and then gets bent back down towards the south because of this other low pressure. So as you can see, your omega block pattern and your Greek letter omega. Now, to actually go, let me switch over to my mouse cursor real quick. This actually does actually clear the drawing so you guys can actually see what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, so you can kind of see, even on a weather mouse too, it shows of this as well. So your low pressure over here, ridge, and then your low. Now, if we go a little bit in the future, I need to remember my actual controls here for the weather. I need and remember it's not the arrow keys, and it's the less or less than or greater than keys. So you can see as you go into the future, the omega block pattern persists for quite a while. I mean, as you go out a little bit, the model starts to have a little bit less agreement of where the jet stream goes, but overall, it still shows a ridge. So jet stream being bent up, around, and down. Let's take a look at our temperatures as well while we're at it, because see your temperatures are much more warmer under that ridge as well compared to under your lows. I mean, not that there's some areas under a low that are, I mean, there's some areas that are pretty warm for the most part, but generally your hotter temperatures are going to be under your ridge and your cooler temperatures are going to be under your low areas of pressure. And looking at weather front, actually, let me actually turn off because this weather front now has a web app as well. Looks like. Let me turn this down to minimum. There we go. That's a little bit better. I think I should be able to turn off that and counties and that and that. There we go. So that should be a little better. So you can see our pattern. Hold on, let me actually get the thing playing here. You can actually see we do actually have a couple MCVs or meso convective vortices. You got one over here near Dallas and then one over here near Amarillo. I think there was a one over here near St. Louis. Well, not near St. Louis, but over here between Illinois, Indiana, and all that. That's also spinning too. Which actually, if we go over to COD, which I mean, not that you couldn't look it out of waterfront, but I do prefer to look at COD's satellite and radar site. But that's because I'm so used to looking at it. And you can see your low pressure out over here, and then your MCVs. One, two, three. Third one, I think. I'm pretty sure there's a third one, anyways. But you also have some storms going on down here from Texas. You actually see an outflow boundary down here. And I feel like I'm getting sidetracked a little bit, but there's quite a few things, and this is now spinning up to sonic speeds. This thing got Red Bull. All right, cool. But anyways, that is a little bit about the Omega block pattern and some other stuff I showed here. Have a good rest of your week, and we're definitely gonna be having some quieter weather for a little while for the most part, which we can actually take a look at the severe weather outlooks on here as well. You can see our slight risk area over here on the East Coast. Tomorrow there is a slight risk up here in the Pacific Northwest, and that's gonna be a damaging wind threat. There's a isolated hail threat, but for the most part, is a damaging wind threat. And then we have two marginal risk areas on Friday. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one.